Welcome, everybody. I am so excited to be here with you today to introduce you to Kahoot Marketplace and all of the ways that you can become a seller. For those of you who are already familiar with the marketplace, today we'll dive deeper into how to create the best quality content and learning experiences, as well as all the opportunities around joining the marketplace community. At the end of this session, you'll have the chance to also ask us any questions that you might have about the marketplace. Thanks for being here and joining. I just first want to take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Hannah Harris, and I'm the community manager for our educator and creator audiences. You might recognize me from the Kahoot EDU events or even from behind the scenes on Kahoot social media. I collaborate with so many educators and Kahoot Teachers of Awesome across both live and asynchronous events, and I am very excited to introduce many of you to even more ways to get connected with our Kahoot community. Today, we're going to take a comprehensive look at the new Kahoot Marketplace from Kahoot Academy. We'll talk about what's involved, who's involved, how to get involved, and experiences of the marketplace from both the creator and player perspectives. Let's begin, shall we? To set the context and share with you some background, everyone joining, are already part of our global community of verified educators. And on behalf of the entire crew, I just want to also thank you for the work and dedication you're doing to making learning awesome. We so appreciate you. As you may already know, being part of the verified educator community allows you, publishers, and other creators to share your knowledge and learning resources with millions of people around the world directly on Kahoot, either in the form of free content or even ready-to-use premium learning resources available on Kahoot Marketplace. The content that you're sharing can be accessed directly on Kahoot, both on the web and in Kahoot's mobile apps, and is available in a range of topics and languages for learners of all ages. So again, thank you for making this learning awesome, accessible, and available to so many educators. The content created and shared via the Kahoot Marketplace and Marketplace in general is impactful for educators everywhere, and not just for those using these resources. Educators and creators have shared that this new stream of income made possible by Kahoot Marketplace has truly been life-changing. In fact, here's some intel and testimonial from verified creators and marketplace sellers themselves. Karen has shared that marketplace selling and that stream of income is super easy. She says you can't lose, basically. If you have fun making Kahoots, she says just go for it and have fun doing it. Similarly, Mohammed said that having an extra income has been incredible in making a huge difference for him in his lifestyle. But maybe you're wondering, what is this awesome, amazing Kahoot Marketplace? Kahoot Marketplace is a marketplace, literally, of learning resources that allow you, verified creators, to become sellers and make some extra money on the side from the content you're already creating. Kahoot Marketplace allows millions of Kahoot users around the world, again, a global experience, to access exactly the content they need to make learning awesome. In a nutshell, Kahoot Marketplace enables content creators like you to become sellers and make some extra money from the content directly on Kahoot. Verified creators, publishers, domain and subject matter experts can all become sellers on the marketplace, and anyone from around the world can be a potential buyer. The content offered on the marketplace comes in a range of languages and topics so that anyone can find and access the content they need to make learning awesome. Actually, there's really no limitation to the languages, topics, content areas, or even subjects offered on the marketplace, since the content is made for you, by you, and by our truly global community of teachers, learners, and learning providers. Before we go into the step-by-step guide on how you might join the marketplace community as a seller, we'll spend some time and focus on the best practices that make for high-quality content available on Kahoot Marketplace. High-quality content on Kahoot Marketplace is comprised of a library and range of courses. A course is a full-scale, end-to-end learning experience inclusive of a variety of different mediums, and formats. Unlike a standalone Kahoot, a course can be packaged as a more comprehensive learning experience. A course is designed around or even to supplement existing standalone Kahoots. We all use Kahoots in a different creative way within and embedded in our teaching, and a course allows creators to share all of the different aspects and materials that go into a singular lesson plan, a curriculum, or even materials to complement that standalone Kahoot. In a full-scale course, Kahoots are the star of the show. A course includes these Kahoots with additional elements as well. That's crucial. And all of these elements are actually mentioned here if you want to take a peek. Creators can add PDFs that function in a variety of ways, like slides, discussion prompts, hands-on activities, or even instructions. Creators can also embed interactive math labs from Dragonbox to be part of a course sequence, allowing students to explore math concepts with digital manipulatives, or creators can add videos from YouTube or Vimeo, either from other creators on YouTube and Vimeo itself, or uploaded from their own channels. In addition, creators can add stories. Stories allow creators to set a narrative or a context to the entire learning experience. You can now use customizable building blocks with these Kahoot stories to add text, images, or even videos. Stories help to prompt both the educator and the learner throughout the different components of a course. This means that you can take all of these digital elements of your lesson, wrap them up together with the teacher's guide, and put a bow on it as a full-scale, purchasable course. Courses will be ready for you to use at the right time in your own curriculum or even to share with other educators. You can host these courses live with your class, assign it as homework, or even share with students so that they can simply go through the materials at their own pace and at their own pace, kind of like a study mode. Maybe you're wondering now, what does it take to create these learning resources, these courses that are centered around Kahoots? What makes them high quality? And how do you know that they're a good fit for the marketplace? A few key elements, essential aspects, and qualities help to make this possible. Key qualities of a high-quality Kahoot include a comprehensive Kahoot activity or experience. These Kahoots should be playful and elicit active learning. We want the content on these Kahoots to be globally relevant and globally appropriate. We hope that these Kahoots contain a combination of both knowledge, skill, and abilities, and that these Kahoots and courses embody the Kahoot values of being playful, being curious, and being inclusive. Across all of these Kahoots and in the larger course that you'll share, we hope that your content and your learning is portrayed and communicated across a variety of forms as a bundle, as a lesson plan, or even as a whole curriculum. We expect these courses to name clear learning objectives via a clear description. We hope that these courses include Kahoots that bookend and anchor the learning experience and include core and supplementary learning materials to check for assessment, describe learning and activity, or even quickly check to see feedback and understanding of the course content. We also expect these courses to include a facilitation or resource guide to be shared with educators when they start using and sharing your course. By keeping all of these aspects and attributes in mind as you design and build on your Kahoot, you'll really be able to make the best possible resources for yourself and then eventually to sell and make available to others. To see this in action, we wanted to share a few examples of different ways to use and create Kahoot courses. Pictured on the left, we have a course created by a kindergarten elementary teacher, one of our verified educators, in fact. This course has a great collection of Kahoots that allow students to practice addition and subtraction through a variety of methods. In this situation, teachers can purchase this whole bundle and then use whichever Kahoots fit their specific need day in and day out, maybe periodically throughout a larger lesson or curriculum. However, and separately, the course pictured on the right was created by another verified creator, this time a middle school educator teaching United States and world history. And this course functions a little bit differently. Instead, it's as a sequential end-to-end lesson plan with informational documents, Kahoots, and activities embedded along the way. This course also includes teacher resources that can be downloaded, like flashcards, lesson plans, worksheets, and more. This course functions as a full curriculum. You'll use this curriculum in sequence, starting at the beginning and following through the end with different activities, Kahoots, and maybe even some offline projects and crafts along the way. No matter what you put in your course really just depends on what you're choosing, what you're using, and how you want this information and education to be presented. We really encourage you to think about the many, many, many different and creative ways of using and embedding Kahoots in your teaching, and really how these Kahoots can be connected to the rest of the learning experience. We know that learning can happen during Kahoot play or around Kahoot play, or even with the Kahoot playing a specific role in understanding and comprehension. Embedding Kahoots into your teaching in meaningful ways lets us carry engagement and excitement from a Kahoot into the rest of the learning experience, really building on the momentum of engagement. Lesson plans become fun and exciting and engaging for both teachers and students along the way. Just as an example, a Kahoot might function to spark as a hook, a review, a reflection, or maybe even an assessment. When we think about how learning happens in a lesson, we know that learning can come in so many different formats and presentations. A discussion via collaboration, maybe with other materials, a prompt for creative projects, and so many more. The key to an amazing course, an awesome learning experience, is thinking about what the connection is between this course, the Kahoots, and the larger learning objectives of a classroom or curriculum. With this mindset, you can really clearly leverage the engagement that you as a teacher, host, and facilitator experience and elicit in Kahoots, and again, carry this to all the other deeper learning activities that build on these skills in your larger curriculum. When it comes to actually building your Kahoot learning resources, we have so many materials here to help you out. We have downloadable checklists and resource guides for you to compare your course to, being sure that you've included and created all of the integral elements. We have facilitations and resource guides. Simply type in your pertinent information and your resource guides is ready to go. We have downloadable illustrations, GIFs, stickers, animations to add some playfulness to your Kahoot courses, and so many example courses already available on Kahoot for you to use as a reference. You don't have to use all of these, of course. We just want you to know where to find them so you can make your resources just as awesome, both in terms of looking fun and engaging, and also eliciting, creating, and fostering these exciting learning experiences for your students and other Kahoot teachers of awesome and students around the world as well. With all of these resources in mind and available to you, let's next talk about the how-to process for listing your courses, assuming you've already created and added them to your own library. Our next step being how you can become a marketplace seller. I'll walk you through the how-to process for becoming a seller and ways that you can offer your own learning content to millions of Kahoot users around the world. Maybe you're wondering now, what are these steps of becoming a marketplace seller? You're actually already ahead of the game. You've begun this process already. By being part of the Verified Educator community, we can actually jump all the way into step 3, registering your account as a seller account on the marketplace. Then we'll talk about ways that you can promote this content, and finally, how you can receive payments and designate a steady stream of income via your marketplace sales. To move forward in listing, selling, and promoting your content on the marketplace, let's first walk through the how-to steps for application and registration. Determining if you are eligible to sell content is really the first step. Evidently, one criteria is already complete. You're designated as a verified creator. Additionally, though, all verified creators must also be on paid plans. This way, you can offer your learning resources for sale. Verified creators on advanced Kahoot accounts will be able to sell all of your learning resources, including premium courses, and you'll also have access to all levels, we'll discuss this later, of payment and payouts. Assuming you're ready to go with an active Kahoot subscription, let's continue in the process for identifying and listing your content for sale. It's really quite easy. You'll first just log into your Kahoot account as normal. Then, navigating to the left side of your homepage, click Add Content. From there, click on Sign Up as a Seller. If you haven't already connected your PayPal account, this is where you can then collect income from future sales. You'll do this here. Then simply click on the last step to submit your course. Simply select the course that you want to sell or the multiple courses you'd like to sell and save. Depending on your Kahoot subscription, you're eligible for different payout rates. You can find all of the details about this on our landing page, and we'll share this in the chat now. In essence, the more advanced and higher your subscription, the greater range you have access to for listing prices and payout rates. After reviewing these payout options, simply select a price for your course and acknowledge the use and content policy, and you're done. Again, these pricing points and options really just depend on what plan and subscription type you're using to create on Kahoot. Automatically, your content is then submitted for review by our Academy and Marketplace teams as a final quality and accuracy check. You'll then receive a notification from us that your content has been reviewed by our team, and this content will now automatically be visible on both your profile and in the Marketplace once it's been approved. While your content is under review, though, start brainstorming how you're going to promote your content to other creators and Kahoot users. The success of your page and content is really dependent on your own promotion and advertisement. You can share about your content within your own networks, on social media and online, on your own verified profile page, or even on the Marketplace itself. To be promoted within the Marketplace page, we encourage you to create lessons and courses relevant to current events, basically on the calendar or by season. Right now, for example, we're featuring so much back-to-school content, so content and courses submitted with this topic are prioritized on the Marketplace and made more visible as well. The more you promote your content, the more traffic your page will receive. Duh, of course. For each sale, you'll receive either a payout or a donation. If you're not interested in receiving personal income, you can instead designate a charitable organization, which will receive your payouts in the form of a donation. These payouts occur on a rolling basis with each sale. Separately, if you personally would like to receive payouts as an individual income via PayPal, these seller payouts will be expensed on a quarterly basis with a cumulative payout of all the sales from each quarter. To increase your sales, the seller dashboard can be hugely beneficial. Creators can consult the dashboard to help inform course creation. If content of a specific curriculum is generating a higher rate of sales, we, of course, encourage you to prioritize this content arc and create and share more within this genre. For example, as you can see kind of pictured here in these statistics, if math for players under 7 years old is generating higher sales, create more of this content type rather than toddler problem-solving activities that might be generating less. The seller dashboard also presents important information and statistics related to sale frequency, repeat buyers, and even your total revenue rates. The seller dashboard was just launched this past spring, 2023, in fact, and we plan to continue updating and launching new Marketplace features in the seasons to come. Our Marketplace website is a great place to check for updates and news around all of these releases. This landing page, I'm going to share it in the chat now, will be frequently updated over the next weeks and months with all of the details you might need. And with that, we know it was a huge amount of information and so much to review, but thank you so much for joining and thank you for your attention throughout all of this. It has truly been a pleasure to be able to share all the details around Kahoot Marketplace with you today. We hope that many of you will start your creation now and become a Marketplace seller right away. This will make Kahoot Marketplace a truly amazing and diverse place to explore content and support educators around the world. Again, we know this is a very detailed session, so please check back on our landing page. I'll put it in the chat again for all of the details as well as recordings so that you can follow up on more information and more step-by-step processes at your leisure. Feel free to add any questions now to the chat or even email us at academy@kahoot.com for any questions. And again, we appreciate you being here. Thanks for taking some time and we hope to see you on the Marketplace. Bye.